No fucking.
Oh my god. I wish you would have threw it to Darius. Oh, I'm on the wrong person again. God damn it! Every time. He's out of bounds. Oh, he took. Hey. Bev has 26. Ah. Great, Alec Burks has -2. Corey's whooping my ass now.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders.
No. Yeah. No.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are
Which one are you looking at?
On EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'd probably just get your speed up and all the way.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Oh,
Here's one that's intercepted. Picked by
Changing again.
and he takes this one back into the
Changing my
end
build
zone,
again.
and the Raider defense delivers a score.
well.
And the defense could not have written a
So
much
try
better
them all
script.
out.
Oh, mine is back,
First
baby.
drive, pick 6.
Back down.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only
Watch
score.
this.
Arizona iced tea with half lemonade, half iced tea is the best drink out there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The game here
So, you know what they call that in my town?
half vodka.
Arnold Palmer.
Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity.
No,
to
because I was
be
just
in
drinking
the
Arnold
few
Palmer.
days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner.
You think so? Well, but, you know, I heard this competition out there for 99 cents, so I think it's for 98.
They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. That's to
Just
Dalvin
comping the
Cook, his
vodka
running
tea,
back.
or the
And
lemonade
getting this
tea.
just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's got this down to the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Come on.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up.
Oh, it's these guys again.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Bond to the air on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick
That's
6,
rough.
did he get too careful with the football?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Oh my God, McCaffrey.
Now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Evans. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it.
Fuck, I gotta sneeze. Oh, fuck.
Loses the football. The Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one.
That's sick, bro. I didn't have to say much.
A scoop and score for the Vikings. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Get him down.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for.
Wish I know who's on my team.
I
never even know if it's a defender or pitcher.
But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Brandon, we saw these defenders get to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
He didn't get it.
First carry now for McFadden.
They're
And
still
he'll be
here.
upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Evans will look to throw it.
Should lateral.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
What the fuck is this? Oh my God. How would you run with me?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jamal
13.
Agnew is deep to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team. And for those players to figure out their roles.
Is he on?
But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
That's an X catch still.
It's complete to Cook.
Okay.
He works it across the 25 before
Check away
being
at the
tackled.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mon looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Wish I could have switched.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big
Hey.
play that time through the
Back to the
air.
line.
30 yards.
We're down bad.
Bond going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
What? He's in.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that
Oh,
they
go, go, go.
love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the
Oh, I
incompletion.
thought he was in the corner. I thought he was in the corner route.
Intercepted. Picked off by
Lateral.
Trayvon Merrick.
Oh!
Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And not the
Let me
first
see the
quarter
replay.
that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them.
Oh, that was classy.
But understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
No way. I'm coming behind.
Extra point by Carlson,
No.
up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening
We're
quarter of
fine.
play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get
I
this
should have
next
had that.
drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt
So
with and come
nervous.
in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
What the fuck? You're so nervous, buddy.
Third
Throw
down
the ball.
from the gun, it's Mon. Airing it out
That's
deep for
serious.
Smith.
Oh.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense...
What is this man doing?
They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought
For
they
1
would have
2
been ready
turnovers.
I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one caught out wide by Julio. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Evans. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Evans. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Tell me you're a Trump supporter, and I'll block your number.
For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators.
Tell me you're a Trump supporter, and I'll stop calling you.
They're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
That's what I did. Some people that were texting me about voting for Biden, and I was like, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. Like, all right, have a good day. No, we're gonna text me again.
A bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Got a fucking wrath.
Escaping the pressure right.
What are you doing? Kellen? Kellen, what are you doing?
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Oh, Kellen. Oh, Kellen, moron.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Aaron Donald with the stop hate while he's choking somebody
Minnesota
out.
offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
29 is Mike 29. I know he ain't got it.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And it's
Smith,
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Okay.
This is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
That from the solo
and they will take
one.
a 7-point lead.
Oh my God.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Tip artist.
The Raider offense set to get this.
Oh my God, he's shifty.
And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take it.
I feel like in yard they be doing tip drills a lot more than like normal.
I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Madden.
All evidence to the contrary on that last
Like they be catching the tip balls and letting
Second
it.
and 10.
Oh my God, he's out.
Play action. Evans into heavy traffic.
Sit the fuck down.
Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31.
Wish I had crushed the carry on this.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt.
Why is that so bad?
His coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
You can't throw that far.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh!
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Are you fucking serious? How do you have your X Factor unlocked already?
You can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Evans. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
That's incredible.
Looking to throw. Evans. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Agnew now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mond out of the shotgun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Quick with a first down and much more. And down to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun, here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his left. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He spins free. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Vikings 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Evans.
You seen that, Jack?
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Just
gonna buy it?
beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will find his man Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Welcome it.
And that is caught.
I'm pretty sure they were just giving
Ruggs.
this.
Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action here. Mon, flush to his right. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Evans now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Evans. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. To throw is Evans on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the return, here's Agnew. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
What a
you rarely
punt,
call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter
What a punt is right
puts on
hand. Holy shit,
sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Well, you earned this contract. Look at that play.
A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd and 10, Evans. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Evans throwing on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gordon. And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cook running right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mon now off of play action. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
No, through a bad read.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? They didn't come and tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on a catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Evans. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And on that one, the protection just broke.
Look at Dalvin go.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in.
Yeah.
I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one
Pick
covered
the
pretty
ball at
well
the game.
downfield and knocked it away.
It's twice now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't throw. He's taken down.
Keep
What a
screaming.
huge play at this point in the game.
Look at this ball.
Dalvin Tomlinson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, hold the catch now. I can't do it.
Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm just going to get this damn comeback. I'm just waiting for it. Come on. Big boy's going to push that one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. Unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If he's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3-1. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feeling that they're moving the ball. Things are going to get clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
He's not gunning. This is not a team of gunning. Who the hell was in my corner? Let me figure this out. Is it Nixon? It is Nixon. What? I didn't see him all year. His car was so it's his. But he's been a baller. He's in everywhere. What a game. Clardy, MVP. What I said for Buck. Damn, you'd fucking help me my team a lot. Him and Pierce in that middle with Stanley and Nelson. He needs a contract, huh? Is that what Hunter's trying to ship him? 2 years. I don't know. That went out for a lot. Carries. Damn! Oh, fucking Hunter's on your corner. That motherfucker got cornered on the deck. Do anything. For a quarterback, he's developing easy enough. I think I got rid of Jonathan Taylor. Damn. So that's a lie. You don't be depth though. I think I tried to injure on for advance. If I didn't. Oh shit, don't do that. Should turn that up. Forgot to do that.